Hey everybody, welcome to my place here. This is Emmet Cohen coming to you from Harlem. Hope everyone's having a lovely afternoon. I'm going to check the comments here and see if anyone's... Hey Neil, thanks for tuning in. It's nice to see all you guys here. Thanks for coming to this. I think this is the first one in the series. Let's see. Just making sure everyone can hear me. This is the first one in the series, right? So thank you to Civic Music Association for putting on this event. I've never been to Iowa before, so this is my first time in Iowa. And actually, it's funny, I was supposed to make it to Iowa in January with Benny Golson, and there was a really bad snowstorm, and I was unable to make it. And, Benny Golson said... He said to, we were in Cincinnati, and Benny Golson said, well, whatever you want to do, I trust you. If you want to try to make it, we can try to make it. And for those of you who don't know, Benny Golson is 91 years old. And I said, well, Mr. Golson, the options are, since the flights were canceled due to the weather, the only option really is to drive, so we can drive 9 hours if you'd like. And he said... well, if you want to do it, I'll do it. That's what we do. We follow the band leader. And so I said, okay, that's a possibility. And then I talked to Peter over at Civic Music Association. He said, no, the roads are pretty bad. Why don't we reschedule? So we rescheduled for April. It was supposed to be just coming up right around the corner. And unfortunately, it didn't work out. I hope you all are doing well in the quarantine and that everything is going okay. For me, the biggest thing is to remain positive and know that there is a community, even though you're alone and you're by yourself seemingly. There is so much to be grateful for, and there's so many people out there that are here for you, here with you, here in the same scenario. And that's what this thing is about. This is what the happy hour is for. So I hope you guys had a nice week. This is Friday. For me, it definitely feels like a time warp. So everything is just happening all at once, all the time, and it could be any day of the week or any time of the day. But what kind of gets me out of that funk and out of all that is the music. And so when all else fails, we turn to the music. So I thought it would be only fitting to start with a piece by the great Benny Golson, and we'll take it from there. I'm totally free, going no set list, just going to play and going to interact with you guys and read some comments. Would be wonderful, for you to stay in touch. There's some links about me there, and also don't forget to support Civic Music Association. They're doing an awesome thing by supporting the arts, supporting the artists, and bringing the community together with this wonderful live stream program. So let's kick it off. This is Benny Golson's Whisper Not. thank you to those who are just joining. It's really nice to be here in your living room or your office place, or probably your quarantine is your living room, is your office space, is your kitchen. For me, it's my music room. It's everything. But it's nice to join you in yours. This is such a weird and special time in history, mostly because I don't think the whole world has ever really felt this united in a certain way. And it's a combination of the internet, but it's a combination of everyone's basically at home, doing some version of the same thing, feeling some version of the same thing. There's been a lot of reports of people not being able to sleep, people not being able to eat right or think right or find their routine. It's a crazy time, and I feel where all of you are, and you probably all feel where I am too. It's probably a little bit different in New York City here, so I think it's a little worse on the news, but day to day here, things aren't so bad, and I'm lucky to be safe and sound in the apartment and able to practice a lot of piano and stay active online and bring some music to you. So for those of you who just joining, my name is Emmet Cohen, and I was scheduled to come in January to Des Moines for the first time, but unfortunately it didn't happen due to a snowstorm, and our rescheduled date in April didn't happen due to another kind of storm, and now we find ourselves here. So let's just sit back and enjoy some music together. If you guys want to interact with me, I'm definitely reading the comments here. You want to turn up the speaking mic? Okay. Let's check it out. Let me know if that's any better. Can you all hear me? That should do it over there. So, thank you. I'm going to keep some music going. Just got some new microphones and some other stuff to make this thing run smoothly. So I welcome your feedback. And we're in this together. So let's see. I'm going to play you something from Harlem. This is called Harlem Blues by Finest Newborn Jr. from Memphis, Tennessee. That's the Harlem Blues. Harlem Blues by Finest Newborn Jr., one of the great pianists of all time from Memphis, Tennessee. And I thought I would play that to bring you a little piece of Harlem. That's where I am, right on 142nd Street and Edgecombe Ave, not too far from where the likes of Duke Ellington and Count Basie and Lester Young and Sonny Rollins, Sugar Hill, all the greats up there. Can you hear me a little better with the mic now? Things good? Awesome. I'm checking on some of the comments. Yeah, again, big thank you to Civic Music Association for putting this thing on. This is really awesome. Yeah, appreciate you guys. So feel free to interact. I play some stuff you know, some stuff you don't know, some stuff I know, some stuff I don't know. But it's a real treat for me to be able to continue to bring music to people's homes, even though we're confined to the homes. So I hope I have some good friends out there. I think it's Friday, Neil. So, and Darren, you can click the love button as many times as you want. I'm feeling the love. I'm gonna play something. I'm totally going off the cuff here with all of it because I feel that is a real improvisational experience. So I'm going to actually play something by Fred Hirsch, who was an old teacher of mine and a teacher of a lot of musicians in New York. This is something he wrote in one of his kind of hits. This is called Valentine. Speaking of the love. And Jane, I just played some NOLA style music. That was some blues straight from New Orleans through Memphis right to Harlem. little Fred Hirsch beauty called Valentine. Thank you. Yes, this is much needed. Thank you all for joining me. It's really a pleasure to be here, to be connected with people so far away, in a faraway place that I was supposed to be this month, that I was really looking forward to. I said it earlier, this is the first time that I'm playing for people in Iowa. I've never been there before, and I've been all over the place. So hopefully we're going to fix that in August. So we hope to see you guys. I'm going to bring Mr. Benny Golson if things settle down by then. But in this time we have to find the joy, we have to find the togetherness, and we have to find the love. So that was Valentine by Fred Hirsch. I'm going to play some Scott Joplin now. This is when you open the Scott Joplin Book of Rags, the first rag in the book. It's called The Original Rags, and it's a cool piece that Joplin did, and I'm going to play it in the style of Jelly Roll Morton, who took a lot of Joplin's music and added the original funk, I like to say, to his music. He put the dance and the syncopation and the melding of the cultures right in there. Really cool thing, so check it out. Joplin's Original Rags in the style of Jelly Roll Morton and some other New Orleans stuff. That was for you, Jane. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Natalie. Best Friday night since all the COVID. Well, that's what we're supposed to do as musicians. That's what this music is supposed to do. It's supposed to be an escape from all the atrocities in the world and all of the hardships that people face and all of the stuff where we start getting inside our own heads, and we're too insulated and we're too inward thinking and introspective. Jazz really helps us to have that macro view on the world, on history. There's so much depth and richness to the music, and it's helped so many people in their hard times that it can really help us. The mic is quiet again. Oh man, the mic is quiet again. Excuse me. I'm still working on all the technology and stuff, but I think the music all I was saying was the music can really help us. It's got a lot of people through a lot of tough times, and there's so much deepness, depth, and richness to the music that it's a really incredible tool for people to kind of get out of their introspectiveness or their or their inward thinking, depression, all that stuff. And it's a real way to channel all that into something good and something powerful and something for the people. So sorry, I'm getting the sound together. So thanks for letting me know. We'll play a song that is about turning springtime, but maybe in a little bit of a sadder way than you would originally think of spring, which makes me think of what we're in now. Beautiful tune. Spring can really hang you up the most. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Mark. Thanks for tuning in yesterday, too. Yeah, so this has been a crazy month of learning to stream, learning to communicate with audiences in a whole different way. Looking at a camera and playing with no audience feedback is a crazy thing. And so I have to read the comments. Uh-oh, it says something's wrong with the stream. Oh, we're good. Technologies and music, the intersection. Here we are playing for people all over the world. It's an awesome thing, actually. You'd never play a gig in New York City and be able to reach so many people all over the world. So for that, I'm grateful. And I'm just going to play some pretty tunes and some good music for you all. Yeah, I'm going to keep it going. If you guys like what you hear and you're interested in staying in touch, there's a website there you can check out right in the link, emmetcohen.com. There's also a newsletter. You can find out all the things we're up to. And I stream live concerts on Monday nights here, live from Emmett's Place at 7:30 Eastern Time, which is 6:30 your time, I believe. And it's a cool thing because I'm quarantined with a trio. And we play a lot of fun music and different things every week and keep it nice and fresh. And it's nice to see a little interaction between people on the bandstand or the living room stand, the couch stand. It's a beautiful thing. So I hope you tune in on Mondays too and check it out. Stay in touch. I have a new program where you can kind of stay in touch further and get a vinyl CDs and stuff on the website. And also shout out to CMA, Civic Music Association, for putting this thing on. They have a donation link in the box as well, which really helps out the musicians, and that's what I think is so important. The musicians are some of the people that are going to suffer the most from this whole thing, aside from people who are losing people and who are losing their businesses. And there's a lot of tragedies going on right now, but musicians have nowhere to play, so we're turning to these online platforms, and we're going to keep doing the best we can to bring some positivity, some light, and some divine energy that is supposed to transmit between all of us. That's the power of jazz. Let's see what I got. for the cutout. It's super weird. I guess that's the thing with technology. You never know what's going to happen. Everyone's on the computer at the same time in the whole building and the whole city. We all good though? That was a weird thing. I saw it go out. You know what? I'm gonna pick up from the bit from where I left off in the middle of that song, right on the bridge of Confirmation, Charlie Parker. That was Charlie Parker's Confirmation. Sorry about that cutout. Let me see what people are saying. New York City internet. It must be crazy. Everybody's all over the neighborhood, probably using the same internet provider. So sorry about that. But the show must go on. I guess it's like the power going out in the club and you have to play acoustic, except you can still hear it when that happens. But I appreciate you sticking with me. It's really, really kind, really good to know that that we're still able to connect with people. I know I keep saying it over and over again, but I'm fairly astonished that this is a method that we now can use. Let me know if you guys want to hear anything. I'll take a request or two. I'm here for you guys. Thank you, Lucy Lou. And I urge you guys to tune in to Monday nights at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. I play with a trio. It's a really fun thing. We're building it every week, and we'd love to see you there. We'd love to have you there. We'd love to have Des Moines in the house. Cool. Play a little more music. Jason Danielson wants to hear something original. All right, this is a tune I wrote a couple of years ago now, and I had the chance of performing it at the Village Vanguard last year, actually in January, with Ron Carter, the great bass player, and we did a project together. For those of you who don't know, I have a series with Jazz Masters. It dated all the way back to the time when I learned of my great love for the history of this music. I was actually one of the first gigs I got in New York City. I was playing in the Dizzy Gillespie Alumni Big Band, and we had a gig at the Kennedy Center. So we all took the bus down from New York, from Penn Station down to the Kennedy Center in D.C. And I was lucky enough to be playing piano. And in that band, there was the legendary saxophone player Jimmy Heath, and he sat caddy corner from me, and we got to talking. He told stories the whole time, and about Charlie Parker coming over his house for dinner, about Percy Heath, his older brother, playing in the Modern Jazz Quartet, his younger brother Tootie playing with Lester Young, and there's so much history in there. I said, I never learned any of this stuff in school. And so I made it my mission to be around all the jazz masters. And so I did a record with Jimmy Cobb, part of the Masters Legacy series, which is a string of albums I put together with the masters to bring my generation closer to theirs and continue the legacy and the history of the music. So that second record was with Ron Carter. The third one was with Albert Tootie Heath and Benny Golson. And the fourth one was with legendary George Coleman. And we also have something in my brain in the works with Houston Person. But anyway, I recorded this song with Ron Carter at the Vanguard, at the Village Vanguard last January, actually just a few months ago before the whole world was shut down. I don't know when it's coming out, but we definitely got it on wax. So here's an original tune for you, Jason. This is called In a Dream. That's my original composition called "In a Dream." Everyone wants to hear some standards. A lot of requests out there. I'm gonna see what I can do. Thank you all. Thanks so much. We appreciate that. I say we like I'm here with the band. I'm so used to playing with the band. I appreciate that. Civic Music Association appreciates that. Thank you all for tuning in and joining us. The cool thing about being online is that there's no the kitchen doesn't have to turn over the house. We don't have to sell seats for the second set. We don't have to, we're not really on a time limit, I guess, unless people have to go. I know this is supposed to be happy hour, but it's really cool that we're just able to do this and be free. I'm happy to play a couple extra minutes and connect with you guys. Please visit my website, emmetcohen.com, and sign up for the newsletter there, and you can stay in touch and know when we're coming to you. When you come to New York, it's a good place to say hi. You never know where we'll run into each other, and that's the magical thing about this music. It shrinks the world. It really does. Thanks for all your nice comments. I'm reading them. Just what the doctor ordered. Thanks. So that last one was Here's That Rainy Day. I was taking a couple of requests. Someone wants to know what we'll be playing in the upcoming concert. Well, I'll probably be with Benny Golson, and he was scheduled to be on the gig, and it's a really special thing because it's part of that series I explained, which showcases the generation gap and the bridge and the connection between the old and the young, and how that is forever modern when it comes to music and art and jazz. And so he's one of the great composers of all time. They call it one of the greatest American classical composers. If you think of European classical music, it's different from American classical music, which is jazz. And Benny Golson was one of the great composers of all time. So I played a Benny Golson tune to start. So if you were here for that, if not, you can rewatch it and check it out after this video posts. Cool. MJQ, a John Lewis composition. A lot of those John Lewis compositions you kind of have to have the band for. He orchestrated in such a way that the vibes and the bass and the piano and the drums, they all had their individual parts, and it was really cool how that band worked because everything was so clear, and they all played as simple as they could to create this masterful sound. And I think that is did it freeze again? Anyway, that's easier to do with the band. And so maybe if you tuned in Monday to my Facebook page, you guys should all check out my Facebook page. It's just Emmet Cohen. If you type it in, you can find it there, and you'll be able to stay in touch and see what we're up to on Mondays. I'm going to play a couple more for you. Thanks again to the Civic Music Association for making this such a nice experience for everyone, and happy hour to all you folks out there. dreaming of yesterdays. That is for sure. Thank you all so much. Yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything for me? Yeah, Jason knows I like that Art Tatum. Any questions? Any comments? We can do a brief Q&A. If not, help out the Civic Music Association. Keep donating to them so they're able to put on concerts like this. This is a really cool thing that's going on. I play every Monday night, 7:30 Eastern Time on my Facebook page, so go over and like that if you can. Just Emmet Cohen or facebook.com/HeyEmmet. Visit the website. You can sign up for a newsletter. Would love to hear from you and see you again. There are certain to be more solo shows and everything. I'm playing a couple times a week in different spots, so if you're following along, you might be able to discern where I'm going to be next. Not that I even really know these days. I know I'm going to be right here at the piano on somebody's page. So it's cool. Love you guys so much. Sending all kinds of love and blessings and peace. And I'm going to end with some little bit of hope and uplifting energy and play something that is intrinsically American, but that you might not expect a jazz pianist to play. Thank you guys so much for listening. That's a little hopeful melody, little landscape of America, the journey from New York to Des Moines, and a few stops along other places on the way. And it's been a pleasure to play for you, to interact with you in this new setting. Welcome to my jazz club here in the house. I hope you'll join me again. Thanks, David Alexander. Thanks, Angie. You guys are so kind. Thanks, Drew. Thank you, Heather. So that tune was "God Bless America" for those who you haven't recognized. And I did a concert last night for a few folks, and I realized that there were some songs that you hear at public events, at ball games, at different places that you just are missing in this time, and getting together with other human beings and singing those songs, that's a cathartic experience. And we want to try to create that as musicians across the internet, and really just try to connect the world, shrink the world, and let people know that you're not alone. People are going through what you're going through, some version of it. There's someone on the other side of the world that's feeling some version of the thing that you're feeling. And that's what music is about. That's what humanity is about. And it warms my heart to be able to connect with all you guys. So please stay in touch. Please sign up for the newsletter there. Please donate to Civic Music Association. Please help this thing go on. Please help the musicians. But more importantly, help yourselves and look out for yourself and take care of yourself first. And make sure that you'll be able to stay strong. Make sure you're able to understand what's going on. Spend some time with yourself and reflect. All those things are so important as humans. And this might be the world just telling us that we need a big break, and that this capitalism thing is taking over the planet, and that everyone just needs to stop and think and reflect and reorganize and reorder some of the priorities. It's a very humbling experience, and I don't think that there will ever be a time in my life when I don't get on a plane for 4 months, or I don't step foot in a jazz club for 4 months. It's really a special time in a terrible way and in a beautiful way. And so thank you all for tuning in. You're able to, if you missed any of it, you can watch the rebroadcast. It'll be posted on the page here in just a few minutes. And yeah, don't be afraid to reach out. It's facebook.com/HeyEmmet. I'll write it here. And definitely stay in touch. Please sign up for the mailing list, and please support CMA. Thanks to Peter and Kala who set this thing up. You guys have a wonderful community. I cannot wait to visit in August. Hopefully I'll get to spend some time there and get to meet some students and really make something of it. So I look forward to meeting each and every one of you when we're able to hug each other and give each other handshakes and all the stuff that we're missing right now. But you're all welcome into my home anytime, Monday night, 7:30 p.m. I hope you'll make it a regular thing and join me there and join my trio who I'm quarantined with up in Harlem. So that'll be a great thing. It's great to connect. And we'll see you soon. Have a happy rest of your night. Enjoy your weekend. And, take it easy. As Duke Ellington says, we love you madly. Thanks very much, guys.